Hey everyone, and welcome back to Everything Tesla Stock. Recently, Tesla announced a deal with Panasonic that will see the two companies working together on developing advanced automotive technologies. The partnership is going to be based around the production of new car batteries, with the companies also looking at other areas where their products can be used. This deal is significant for Tesla because it could bring new investors and partners. When did Panasonic and Tesla sign the deal? What types of batteries will they be producing? And how will the Panasonic and Tesla deal affect the Tesla stock? You're not going to want to miss out on this, so stay tuned until the end to find out. Before we get going though, if you like this type of content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell notifications to keep up to date on everything going on with Tesla. The desire to build an electric vehicle powerhouse has led to an increase in collaborations between automakers, battery manufacturers, and other technology innovators during the last decade. The ongoing collaboration between Tesla and Panasonic is well worth highlighting. According to the Chief Technical Officer of Panasonic Energy Co., a major Tesla supplier, the Japanese company is looking at working on new technology to boost battery energy density by a fifth by the year 2030. If that improvement is made, then the Tesla Model Y, for instance, could increase its driving range by more than 100 kilometers, or 62 miles, using the same sized battery pack. Alternatively, it could enable automakers to design more spacious and possibly lighter EVs, while maintaining the same driving range. The price of Tesla shares could go up as a result of this move. Investors are searching for proof that established battery manufacturers like Panasonic and Tesla can maintain their market dominance as additional automakers release EV models. The most expensive component of an EV is the battery system. Therefore, maintaining increases in global sales is considered as being dependent on increased performance and cheaper costs. According to Shoichiro Watanabe, Panasonic Energy, a key subsidiary of Panasonic Holdings, intends to make those improvements by utilizing a novel combination of chemicals that are going to allow individual cells to operate at a greater voltage without compromising on the performance of the batteries. The race among battery makers has been to come up with more potent and effective additives, he said. For the first time, his remarks provide a behind-the-scenes look at the company's efforts to increase battery efficiency beyond the most advanced battery technology Panasonic has currently made accessible to Tesla. With a 20% increase in energy density, or the battery's capacity to store energy in a given volume, Panasonic's most advanced cell would likely have an energy density of 900 watt-hours per liter, as opposed to the current 750 watt-hours per liter. Watanabe also stated that Panasonic intends to make that gain over a number of years, but he didn't specify when it would start implementing the new chemical. According to Tesla, a new, larger format 4680 battery that is now in production is going to have lower production costs and greater operating range than the 2170 battery that's currently in use. Panasonic, Tesla's main battery supplier, intends to start mass producing the 4680 batteries in Japan during the fiscal year beginning April 2023, and is looking into production locations in the US. Tesla expects to power new Model Y vehicles made in Texas with 4680 batteries. According to Watanabe, who is also the executive producer of Panasonic Energy, Panasonic has discovered a method to reduce a battery's degradation at higher voltages that include the application of new, more potent chemicals to the battery's electrolyte. Higher voltages provide greater energy storage capacity, but even slight increases have resulted in outsized losses in battery performance. Improving energy density by 20% is entirely possible. If Panasonic can deliver on the improvements described, Shirley Meng, a professor at the University of Chicago and chief scientist of the U.S. Argonne National Laboratory's Center for Battery Science. I'm optimistic about this goal as its research has shown promising data on all those areas. The Argonne National Laboratory collaborates with several battery manufacturers. CATL, LG Energy Solution, and Samsung SDI are among Panasonic's competitors working on technologies that promise to offer batteries that charge faster, run longer, and cost less. Panasonic's current Tesla battery cells got a voltage of 4.2 volts, and Watanabe stated that the voltage could increase to 4.3 or 4.4 volts, and it did. And that was actually achieved with a new mix of chemicals to the electrolyte, the chemical soup that separates the negatively and positively charged electrolytes. If we can get that to 4.5 or 4.6 volts, then the whole worldview in terms of what's possible for EVs would change, Watanabe said. Panasonic's also discovered methods to reduce microcracking, which are minute cracks that form in the positive electrode of a battery as it is charged and drained, reducing its useful life. According to him, one safeguard is the use of so-called single crystal materials for the battery's positive electrode. Furthermore, Watanabe noted that Panasonic is seeking to replace more of the graphite used in the negative electrodes with silicon-based materials to improve that component of the cell. It's difficult to balance, but raising the energy density of batteries requires raising the potential of both electrodes, he said. In other news, Panasonic, which is Tesla's primary battery supplier, also plans to build and run the world's largest battery cell manufacturing facility in Kansas. The Panasonic plant will largely provide Tesla with batteries, although it's not limited to the firm. In addition, PCRFY, which is the Panasonic supplier, is going to feature a research section devoted to next-generation batteries. The plant is expected to be constructed in DeSoto, a former ammunition factory on the outskirts of Kansas City. Through an age-old cooperation, Tesla has been a primary driver in Panasonic EV's boom. Tesla has recommended to every battery manufacturer in the world in the early 2000s that the use of lithium-ion cells for powering electric automobiles is worth doing. Except for Panasonic, everyone else has turned down the offer. This catapulted PCRFY into the EV realm, and it eventually rose to become the industry's top provider. Since then, Tesla and Panasonic Inc. have been collaborating on battery chemistry and sharing technology in order to enhance performance and cost. The Gigafactory Nevada is a large cooperative project in which Panasonic manufactures battery cells under Tesla's supervision. The latest investment is the largest battery investment in Kansas history, as well as one of the country's largest EV battery production plants of its sort. The project aims to improve Kansas' quality of life by creating 8,000 high-quality jobs. Annual economic activity is predicted to total $2.5 billion. Panasonic intends to triple or quadruple battery production capacity by 2029, with the majority of the expansion taking place in North America. Elon Musk has stated that the EV firm was having difficulty ramping up manufacturing of its in-house batteries, which contributed to limiting auto output. The new Panasonic deal, though, is going to benefit the cause. The Japanese firm, which is the world's third largest producer of EV batteries after CATL and LG Energy Solution, already operates a $5 billion gigafactory in Nevada with Tesla. In April, Elon Musk's electric vehicle manufacturer established its second factory in Texas. According to Ram Emanuel, the US ambassador to Tokyo, Panasonic's plant in Kansas is going to create around 4,000 jobs and feature a research lab for next-generation battery technology. The decision demonstrated Panasonic's commitment to bet on its increasing demand for Tesla's electric vehicles, even as it seeks battery suppliers from other car makers. To strengthen their economic security, Washington and Tokyo have pledged to collaborate in the development of sophisticated semiconductors and other sensitive technologies connected to climate change and energy over the past year. Don't underestimate the research component that goes with this facility, said Manuel, suggesting that there was a geopolitical rationale for countries with like-minded rules to work together in research areas like battery storage. According to US officials, Kansas competed with Oklahoma for the new facility. Panasonic stated its decision was made after a thorough examination of incentives, workforce, and other variables. With the increased electrification of the automobile market, expanding battery production in the US is critical to help meet demand, Kazuo Tadanobu, chief executive of Panasonic Energy, said in a statement. While a common inclination may be to look for ways to pack more energy into already existing cell sizes, changing the entire shape took considerable nerve, Tadanobu said, adding that we didn't know how they would be received. Tesla, whose Model 3 starts at around $41,000 with tax incentives, has acknowledged that Panasonic's new batteries are viable and meet the level of performance it's seeking. Tadanobu has also told investors in June that the company expected to increase or double EV battery production capacity by 2028. Focusing on North America, Panasonic Energy, which has manufacturing sites in the US and Japan, currently has the potential to create about 50 gigatons of electricity per year. In comparison to its Asian competitors, Panasonic has previously been slower in expanding its capacity. Its $2 billion investment in Tesla's Gigafactory in Nevada only began to yield dividends in the fiscal year that ended in March 2021. The company mostly supplies Tesla, but in 2020, it launched its new battery venture with Toyota. It announced in April that it would invest $4.8 billion in growth areas over the next 3 years, with 2/3 of the money going into EV batteries and other areas. What are your predictions? Let us know down below in the comments, and thank you for watching. While you're still here, go ahead and click on one of these 2 videos on your screen. See you there.